What is going on in this game?
I think it would be fun to see what the manager thinks of you having a key to my room.
That was a ghost. Ah. Hello and welcome again to Will and Ware Games Corner, where I am once again going to enter Blake Manor and try to find out what happened to Evelyn Dean before we get to the seance on the night of Halloween. We were exploring the gardens and the maze, and we had a strange vision or memory of Evelyn Dean being guided by some strange shadowy creature. So now it is 1:05 p.m. and it is time to go have some lunch. Dining room. Ooh, what are they talking about?
Child.
No, I am. You've just lost me.
A master key. Surely the staff has one for the bedrooms.
Why does Father Sinnott want a master key?
No, we have 5 different ones. Hunter's is in the stable. Mine... Sorry, that was strange. It was as if... What were we talking about?
Where is your clarity, child? Was it the drink, or this blasted place that has devoured your mind? Or that Dean woman? Don't think I wasn't aware. I should have acted sooner there. She has jeopardized things too much already.
Acted sooner? How did he act?
I'm sorry, Father. I don't...
I'm sorry, Seamus. I shouldn't have snapped. I'll find you later should you have another lucid moment. God be with you.
What's going on there? We have some time before entering for lunch. So, what can you tell me about that?
Hello again, sir. You here for the meal?
Yes. But not yet.
Don't worry, sir. What can I help you with then?
A bridge game held in the library on Tuesday evening. Yes, what can you tell me about that bridge game? I understand there was a game of bridge held on Tuesday night. Don't ask me about that. Sir, I already told you I was in the hedge maze listening to you. To your one, when that was happening. Oh, I see what you're doing. Asking in a roundabout way. What are you, some kind of Bobby? Huh. Wait, are you police? You legally have to tell me if you are. Is that right? Damn it, I'm not sure. Shadowy figure. Have you seen this, boy? I wanted to ask if you've ever seen anything here larger than a ghost. Shadowy figure. Sir, sorry, if you need help with something tangible, then I'm your man. This stuff, no? Yeah, that's not helpful. That's not helpful. What can you tell me about Father Sinnott? Have you spoken with Father Sinnott? No, not really. That's funny, isn't it? I don't even recall bringing his bags up. Boy, I should eat something. I feel a little lightheaded. What's going on with Father Sinnott?
I'll leave you be.
Yeah.
Where is Father Sinnott right now? Okay, can find him. Let's. Should I lunch or should I take this time to look through some rooms? Let's have lunch.
Certainly, sir. Let me show you to your seat.
I want to see what happens during lunch. Very likely we will have lunch.
Care to join us, sir? If you don't mind me speaking for you both, of course.
No, it's all right. Maybe he knows something about Miss Hisham's friend.
Yeah,
Please.
why not?
Declan Ward, thank you for letting me join.
Yeah, okay. Now, Miss Hisham, who is your friend?
Miss Dean. Evelyn Dean. Have you met her?
Is this a joke? Did Miss Dean put you up to this?
I don't.
Mr. O'Mara, please.
Sorry. Yes, I know, Miss Dean. We have history. I thought maybe she sent you down here to make fun at my expense. It would be the sort of thing she would find amusing.
What about her, Miss Hisham?
Thank you. I was meant to meet her yesterday. Or the day before. It's cloudy. But I haven't seen her. And I asked the staff, and after blank stares, I was told she had left.
She left? That doesn't seem correct. Why would she go? She lives for this stuff.
A family matter, maybe.
Do you know her, sir?
As much.
So, sorry, I right-clicked there and that skipped the rest of the dialogue. As much as I know any of you three, I'm afraid. We talked at the afternoon tea on Tuesday, which turned into afternoon drinks, which turned into my needing a slow start on Wednesday. Tuesday, you say? You, Mr. Ward, do you know her? Admit knowing her father, admit you never met her. What did I tell Mr. Omar? I think I said it was an acquaintance, so I'm gonna admit knowing her father.
I have had dealings with her father.
With Rupert? You must be a shady devil then, Mr. Ward. Ha! I'm only making fun. Mr. Dean is a hard-fisted businessman. Certainly, I doubt you know him from church.
You are correct there, Mr. O'Mara. I don't know much about his daughter. Does the apple fall far from the tree?
Oh. Yes and no, I suppose. She certainly has his drive and forceful personality, and disdain for the man upstairs. But she is less interested in material things than he.
It is very easy to not care about material things when you have so much of them to hand. I'm sorry I cannot help you, Miss Hisham, but I'll keep an eye out.
Very well. I hope she is okay. I overheard that the telegraph machine is recovered. I'll send something to her home so she can contact me on her return. Please excuse me.
Of course. I'll take this opportunity to make my leave as well.
Me too. This whole meal has left me painfully upset. A moment, Mr. Ward. Unless I am mistaken, you told me earlier that you knew Evelyn, whereas just now you've claimed not to know her at all.
Not exactly.
So, which is it?
In truth, I don't know, Miss Dean. I told you she left. Well, somebody brought me here to find out why.
Her leaving does seem suspicious. She loves these things. As I mentioned, she was out of it when I saw her. I said she was at the bar, and that is likely true. But she may well have been there getting something from the barman. The porter, Doyle. He's a bit of a user, and Evelyn always finds those. Anyone with a supply can share a supply. Maybe you can learn something from him?
I've already talked to him, and he was a great help. Thank you.
You can see whenever there is a load time in the game, my webcam freezes a bit. Oh, Mr. Doyle. What have I found about these things? I need to review my notes. Share dreams. Find a way to revisit the dream. Can I sleep in Evelyn Dean's bed with the seal thrown under it. The haunting. Ask about the shadowy figure. Research smithing in the Book of the Gods. The old anvil. The culprit, they wear medium shoes. The porter overheard Miss Dean arguing with a man not long before she disappeared. Oh, I do have a lot here. Moving this around is not the easiest. I already know this man did not fight with Miss Dean. Not Mr. O'Finn. Not Sinnott. Not Mr. Doyle. No Master Blake. I need alibis for all of these people. I need to talk to a lot of people then. There is a lot to do on this game every time. Every single time. One of the things that have been mentioned is the keys. So, there are several keys, master keys. I have some. I should try to get the others. The southeast corridor key is missing. The atrium key is in the supply closet. I have that one. The northeast corridor key is in one of the unassigned rooms. I need to find that one. The southwest key is lost in the basement storeroom. I still haven't found a way of going to the basement. The northwest corridor is still securely locked away in the stable safe, and I have to find a way of opening that. So first I'm gonna go to the final unassigned room. First floor. I have been in room 21. I have been in Miss Dean's room, room 15. I need to go to room number 2 and room number 7. So let's go that way. Room number 7. It's one of the unassigned rooms. Can we find that key here? Yes, there it is, under the bed. Northeast corridor key, perfect. That. Look, it's been a while since this bed was moved. One of the floorboards is coming up here, but it's still secure. Okay. I have the key now, right? Northeast corridor, yes. Keys. I have the northeast, the southeast, and the atrium. I also have the locker key. I need to go there. I don't think I'm gonna find anything else in this room. There are too many things I want to do at the same time. For example, right now I think I'm gonna go into Father Sinnott's bedroom using the key I just got. Schedule for this weekend. Perfect. That's useful. Letters. Correspondence. One mentions Mr. Doyle and his placement here to investigate. Another talks about how the Aeon has been located. Whatever it is, it resides here at Blake Manor. A note here about freeing the Aeon from its prison at all costs. No death here is real. What? Another talks about how all attempts to reach Mr. Doyle have failed. I see the flyer for this event is attached to another letter. This is your chance, Father, is written here. Somebody stayed here in order to reach Doyle, but he did not recognize them or know the faith. Doyle is undercover but has forgotten who he was. What's this? A badly scrawled note, I think, requesting a meeting with Father Sinnott, but it's hard to read. As best as I can tell, it is signed Murphy. Murphy? Who is Murphy? Only the words Sinnott, child, and help can be discerned. Gnostic Gospels. His Bible is a Gnostic one. He has sermon notes and the likes recorded inside. Is this the branch of Christianity he really follows? He has passages about a black iron prison marked, but I cannot make out what they mean. It's hard to make anything of use out. It's a very dense tome. I need to look elsewhere for more understandable information. To the library it is. Symbols. Sequence of strange hand-drawn symbols was sitting below the Bible. Stationery, nothing useful. I stand. A journal. I've uncovered a hidden door which leads to the women's changing rooms. Yeah, that's what I found. It is an ungodly place. Alas, I was hasty in my exit and have yet to review it properly. Between our assessment of the grounds and the talk at 11, our best opportunity will be at 6. But we will find these catacombs. Come Sunday morning, we will search them stone to stone. Catacombs. Pistol box. An empty pistol case. Does this mean the priest is constantly armed? By why? Okay. Let's try not to alienate the priest. Chest of drawers. Clothes. Nothing important. Vestments, Father Sinnott's priestly robes, a smell of incense, dust and sulfur. More clothes. More clothes, nothing important, I'm just wasting time now. Shoes. His shoes are medium in size. He's still a very suspicious man. Poorly drawn maps. He has been trying to complete a map of the grounds, but is poorly made. Not his skill set, I suppose. Partial maps. Incomplete maps of the grounds. They are well made, unlike the recent continuation beside them. Why the difference in skill? Drawing materials. Nothing in the table. Okay, we're done here. And we leave, as usual in this game, with more questions than we had when we entered. $151. There are no events at 2. Sinnott will be on the wall garden and Olivia Darcy. There's Murphy, first floor southwest corridor. What do I do? What should I do next? What is the most valuable? I need to establish contact with the rest of suspicious people. Joyce, Quinn, Callaghan, Murphy, Blake. And right now, I think I know where Murphy is. Which is here. I'm gonna go speak with her. To the right. And if I can, I may take a look inside Mr. Romero's room. Although it's almost 2 o'clock already. Anyone here? Let's take a look. Just 5 minutes. Literally 5 actions, and then I leave. I don't know if the hour ends, if we could be found. Sketches. Sketches of something that makes my stomach turn, which has been labeled my angel. Biblically accurate angels. Can I get some shoes? No. Assortment of clothing, that doesn't help. No shoes visible. Chest of drawers, nothing. Nightstand. Letter. A letter from Cathalomar, mothers checking in on him. Toussaint, assuring, when this seance of yours is done, do come home. Your sister wants to see you before her wedding. And it would do me good to see you too. It's been too long since last you visited, though it may not seem long to you. I worry for you, dear boy. Your peers are starting to talk. Angels might have chosen you, but have regard for your earthly self. That's who I know as my son, remember. Angels have chosen him. Catholic Bible. A copy of the Bible. Sections are called out and notations made around anything that references angels. Actually, while I have a Bible in hand, someone thought Miss Mantovani really ought to see Leviticus 20:27, but what does it say? Let's see. There. A man or a woman who is a medium or a wizard must be put to death. You will stone them with stones, for their blood is upon their heads. Good God, who would want to threaten her like this? Well, yeah. Good God. One shoe shows heavier wear, exactly as I would expect from somebody using a cane as heavily as he. His gait and stance must be quite distinct, so unlikely to be the culprit. Also, he's a riddle. He's really handicapped. Journal. I woke in the bath, almost too weak to get out. I cut too deeply. I can't go on like this. There are only so many near misses one can survive. I caught a glimpse, though, just before I passed out, a pale and glowing shape, out of reach against the moment I knew it to be there. Oh. Saturday, 7 p.m. Changing rooms, MacLeod. Why does she want to meet? At least it's in private. Hopefully she'll be looking for some fun. Good God, I hope Evelyn comes to her senses soon. I'm so bored without her. What? Thanks to Miss Hisham's jars, I have everything I need now to trap it. Apart from its bloody name, but soon I'll have it. It won't escape me again. Have an awful notion to open one of these jars. Sheer curiosity. Best not. What is going on in this game? 1583. The year John Dee was given the Enochian language, entrusted with the ability to truly speak with angels. If he and I are special, and it is of the same sort, then it is only a matter of translating the language. A horrific sketch. I have to say, calling this horrific. The adjacent note says, "Had it, just for a moment, and then gone again. But I'll try again, have it back." Doesn't look so horrific. Ivy McLeod, Atharomar. 157. I need to get out of here. Laudanum. A lot of painkillers here. Dressing table. Stationery. Stationery usually doesn't give me anything. I'm not spending another minute on it. A lock. Lockbox. Combination. Let's say it's the year John Dee was given the Enochian language, 1583. 1:59 p.m. I hope you're not coming back exactly at 2. Are you? Do I know where you're going? I have no idea where you're going. I'm gonna get out of the room. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Oops.
What the? Mr. Ward?
I'm an angel.
Mr. O'Mara.
Look, if you're not going to steal anything or kill me, could we at least make this interesting?
What?
I think it would be fun to see what the manager thinks of you having a key to my room. Don't you?
And that's what happens. I won. You were evicted from Blake Manor. As a result of your actions, 3 of the people in the manor survived. There were 31 hours until the seance. 3 of the people in the manor survived. The 3 people I convinced not to attend the seance. Why does everyone die? In my defense, I did want to leave the room before 2 o'clock. Okay, I'm gonna go in again. I don't want to lose the data I've already collected. I'll try to be smarter though, no reason not to. And now I'm gonna leave. Well, yeah, no reason even to open it because I won't be able to examine the contents. I'm gonna leave now. I'll come back next time he's not in his room. Oh yeah, Miss Murphy, yeah. Let's analyze Miss Murphy. Averted gaze. I suspect she'd rather not be talking at all. Small burn scars from years of cooking.
I'm Declan Ward, miss. Who might you be?
Saoirse Murphy? Just the cook, sir. I don't think there's anything I can help the likes of you with. I don't know magic or have powers like you folks. Maybe things would be different if... Sorry, sir. I lost the run of myself.
I need to leave and let the time pass. Please don't go away. You're still here. Good.
Sir.
So, what can you tell me about yourself? You tell me about yourself, Miss Murphy. Oh, not sure if I've much interesting to say, sir. Just the cook again. I should like to hear more about this cook, miss, if you're all right with that. Oh, well, I'm a little skittish, though Mrs. Joyce says not to point it out or I'll be easy pickings. But it's only been this bad since, Oh, and I'm too curious for my own good. Mrs. Joyce said that too. Sorry, sir, this is why I usually stop a cook. What can you tell me about Father Sinnott? What do you think of Father Sinnott? Well, haven't spoken to him much, sir, at least for now. It's only, I thought I might ask him. No, never mind. That's not very helpful. Do you know anything about Doyle? Do you speak often with Mr. Doyle? I didn't used to, sir, not after the last porter. Well, I wouldn't talk to him for love nor money. I feel awful bad about it now, but I've been trying to be better, and I think I was going to say he's a good man, but no, he's annoying, sir, just in a good way. Haha. He looks out for me, and I did not see a hair harm of his head. Besides, Miss Dean seems to think he's okay, so that makes me feel better about using my words with him more, braver. Miss Dean, eh? What can you tell me about Miss Dean? What do you think of Miss Dean? Oh, well, it's like she sees the world in a whole new way to us, like it's made of these threads we'd never see, but she can. Magic just flows to her. She whips it like it were nothing more than wool round a hook. That's what I've heard at least, sir. Truth be told, I haven't seen her in a while. You think something happened to her? Of course not. Nothing could get Miss Dean. More like she got sick of... Oh, never mind. You sound quite familiar with her. Had you met her before? Oh, no, we got to talking is all. She's good like that, doesn't look down on the stuff. Okay, I need to ask you some other things, like... Badly written note. I found a note lying about the hallways, miss, but I couldn't make out all the words. It looks like someone was hoping to ask Father Sinnott for help. Oh, just rubbish, sir. I'll dispose of it. What did you say it was? Such a stupid idea. Okay, you're trying to talk with the priest. Please forgive me for prying, but it seems as though you're trying to speak with Father Sinnott. Was there something you'd hope to ask him? Nothing that wouldn't be better left unasked, sir. Okay, let's see, what can you give me? Shadowy figure. Have you ever seen anything large on the grounds? Large? Unless you're meaning a horse, then no, but I've heard other guests talking of giants. Not sure if that's what you mean. Maybe there is something of use in the library? Okay, what can you tell me of the stall door? Seems one of the stall doors in the stable had to be fixed recently. I wonder what happened. Mr. Hunter would know more than me, sir. You're not giving me anything, Miss Murphy. I still need to find the key in the stables and then the key in the basement. But I don't know how to get to the basement in the first place. Let's take a look in here. I think we basically need to investigate every room, because we are finding secrets in every room we look. Schedule. Mr. Skerritt's schedule for this weekend. I have noted his movements. That's good. Where is he right now? He is in the wall garden. There's a lot of people in the wall garden, in fact. Oh, Mr. Skerritt, are you just gonna be boring? Folder. I assume Mr. Skerritt was well off, but his records show he's rich beyond my imagination. He has a string of failed businesses, but still he's massively wealthy, all from inheritance. Oh, wait. Ashtray. It is full of stubbed out cigars. A copy of the King James Bible. It seems well read. Flowers, letters. A letter addressed to Apprentice Skerritt. It seems he has been ejected from the Freemasons for not living by their tenets of fraternity, charity, and self-sacrifice. He has circled self-sacrifice. He has also scrawled a note on the page that confirms he has no magic skills of his own and was hoping to gain some through his time with the Order. He has no magic, so he is not the culprit, possibly. Wait, you can open the stool. Journal. Various writings, but the one that stands out is about the upcoming seance. Imagine to actually speak with a ghost. Who will it be? What secrets will they share? Whoever it is we summon, they will become famous in death. So much will be spent to uncover their life, to learn everything about them. Even if it is the lowliest house servant, they will become known to everyone from here to eternity. That is a funny thought, that the ghost himself or themselves would become famous. Book. All in all, Skerritt, you don't have too much. Freemasons. 5 buttons, but I don't have any key for that. Yet. Will. Buried attempts to write a will, but he keeps starting over when he reaches the part on who to leave his resources to. He does not seem to have any family or friends. He has had all this money given to him, but he has made nothing of it. He is the last of his family. He has failed to make an empire. He has been rejected by his fraternity. He is alone. When he dies, he and his fortune will be forgotten. He has no legacy to leave. What's that? Personal items. Another book. I haven't found anything that could work as key for anything in the clothes, maybe? No. Lockbox. What might be contained inside this? 1, 2, 3. 3 numbers. I don't think I have anything that would help me with that. Skerritt, where are you? No. I have no idea of how to open that. Okay. All in all, Skerritt doesn't seem that interesting. What I can do is mark him as not it. I can find him because I lost him again. Skerritt, you're not him. Because you have no magic, man. Miss Barbossa's bedroom, I have been there. Miss Joyce, let me analyze Miss Joyce. Oh, you're the one leaving this cross. Cross of St. Bridget. A cross of St. Bridget, one of the Irish patron saints. Knowing smile. I have the impression she knows more about those around her than they would like. Have a little chat, Miss Joyce.
Declan Ward, miss. Pleased to meet you.
Oh, God bless you, sir. It isn't often someone introduces themselves to the help. Caitlin Joyce, I'm the housekeeper here. If there's anything you need, just come right to me.
Oh, well, thank you, Mrs. Joyce. I'll try not to be a bother.
Nonsense, Lord knows. We could use someone normal at this damnable seance. Why the Marquess saw fit to risk our immortal souls bringing that Satanism here is beyond me. Why, I've half a mind to... Oh, don't mind me, sir. Just getting crotchety in my old age.
What can you tell me of the cross? Or better yet, chimney charm. I found this on the grounds. What do you make of it? Don't just wave it around, sir. It could be dangerous. Mr. Hunter's the man you want, always studying up on this sort of thing he is. Know thy enemy, that's what he says. Good, okay. Have you seen any shadowy figure around? Have you ever heard tell of a large, shadowy figure stalking the grounds? What? It's a cruel thing, sir, teasing a poor old housekeeper. Unfortunately, I'm quite serious, Mrs. Joyce. Oh, don't say that. Please, sir, if it's children's tales you're after, go hang about in the library. You know, maybe I should. Thank you, Mrs. Joyce. Okay, that's twice now that we have been pointed towards the library for that, so I think that's it. St. Bridget's Cross. I've noticed someone's been putting St. Bridget's crosses around the manor. Oh, that would be myself, sir. You know, they protect against flames. I thought we could all use some protection, I suppose. Against flames. Stone cross. I accidentally stumbled into the broom closet recently and noticed a stone cross on the cleaning trolley. Oh yes, sir, that would be mine, of course. It broken off an old statue that was being tossed out and, well, I thought it shouldn't go to waste. Of course, it is a shame about those red stains though, isn't it? Ah, that's only rust, sir. I quite like it, to be honest with you. After all, Jesus must have bled when he died for our sins. Trying to talk with priest. It seems Miss Murphy is rather eager to discuss something with Father Sinnott. Do you know, I haven't a clue about that, sir, but he's a priest, a spiritual teacher of sorts, no? Perfectly normal for us to ask him all manner of things, I'm sure. Of course, you've sought guidance from him as well, then. That's between me and the Lord, sir. Something weird going on. Doyle stopping. I hesitate to ask, but would you mind keeping an eye on Mr. Doyle? I fear he may have taken to self-medicating. Oh, that... Don't you worry, sir. I'll set him straight. He's a good boy at heart, I promise you. Just needs a little guidance. At least he has Father Sinnott to help him along. Always together recently, them two. I'm sure it will do Seamus some good. Always together. What can you tell me of angels? Do you believe in angels, Mrs. Joyce? The Lord sends his messengers to care for each and every one of us, sir, I'm certain. On the days when my heart is full and my mind is free from cares, I give special thanks to them. Your necklace, at a distance I assume it was a Resurrectus, but now I see it's a St. Bridget's cross. Yes, sir, all my love to God, Jesus and Mary, but I have a special place in my heart for St. Bridget. I keep her close to me as she protects us, sir, from evil and from fire too. Badly written note. I found this note, Mrs. Joyce, but I can't make head nor tail of it. Is that a note from... It's her handwriting, isn't it? Oh, goodness, sir, I haven't a clue what it says. The scroll is too messy, far too messy, yes. Okay, you're not telling me anything then. What do I do? Miss Barbosa. I've already inspected Miss Barbosa's room. Northeast corridor. Mr. Toussaint, are you in? Let's take a quick look-see at Mr. Toussaint's room. Although he seems harmless, but just in case. A record. A gramophone recording. It might be nice to have a record to play on the machine in my room. That said, I already have a record. I should leave this one be so he does not suspect anyone was in here. Look, play record. Nice done. A novel. Guy de Maupassant's Bel Ami. It is in French, so I have no idea what it is about. A comb with the scent of hair pomade to it. Correspondence. A letter from a solicitor advising Mr. Toussaint that there is no formal way to defect from the charge and declare himself an atheist. Nor is there any means to sue for wrongdoing suffered in their care, as no record was kept, nor witnesses found in relation to his exorcism. Notes. Experiment 04B. Still unsuccessful. I have managed to induce lucid dreams states, but they have not been in the same dreams I have at night during real sleep. None of the corridors, sigils, or standing stones from my nightly dreams. Why is this? My technique is as the research directs, comfortable and safe space and suitable music. Could it be because I find myself here in an unfamiliar place? Could that be distorted my attempt? He seems to be missing something to revisit the dream. What could it be? Something in the bin. A letter to Mr. Toussaint from another member of the Society of Psychical Research. They are urging him to reconsider his hardline stance against the use of magical practices in his work, saying a knowledge of the enemy's tools can help us fight them. Even where I found this, he does not seem moved by their argument. Handprints. What has Mr. Toussaint been up to? Okay, I think that's it for this room. At least we got a clue of how to dream again. Now what? Miss Mantovani's bedroom. Interesting. Posters for events Carmela Mantovani has headlined in the past. She really has traveled the world for this stuff. I would think this is a strange thing to bring, but maybe it suggests she travels often and without much notice. She might be bringing things from one event to another by mistake, or as mementos of her work. Note. A note from Mr. Dupré confirming a meeting in the drawing room. It does not say a time. Schedule. Miss Mantovani's schedule for this weekend. I have noted her movements in my timetable. Newspaper. La Stampa. A recent Italian newspaper. Postal order. A postal order to La Cascina Mantovani. Miss Mantovani is planning to send him money home to Italy. A contract. Her contract for the event, signed between her and Vincent Barley. I would wager this is an unusually high fee for such an event. Certainly, I am being overpaid to be here, and she is receiving that many times over. A shawl, no doubt for the cold weather. Wait, why does this look familiar? Is this the shawl I saw being washed when I arrived here? Does that mean Miss Mantovani, that spirit, washes the clothes of people about to die? So she's Leviticus 20:27. Yeah, it is a threat. Comb, tarot deck. A number of blood-stained handkerchiefs. Another symptom of her illness, no doubt. Photograph. Group of people posing in front of a farmhouse. A few of them look a bit like Miss Mantovani. This must be her family and their home. A photograph of a young Miss Mantovani with a mother, grandmother maybe? Miss Mantovani's family seemed very important to her. A book. A copy of Malombra by the Italian writer Antonio Fogadazzara. Pill bottles. Empty. Lockbox. What was the sigil for opening? Scale is open. Can I use it here? No, that's not enough. Those are not enough. I don't think I have a sigil I can use in that number of... No, not sure what to do with that one. Boots, medium-sized boots of fine Italian quality. A letter in Italian. The ink has a small circular stains that I recognize as teardrops. The address is La Cascina Mantovani. Okay, I'm done then. This is the last unoccupied room. I'm gonna take a quick look. A child's block sits under the bed. A book of spooky stories for children. The pages on vampires are folded in. Fireplace. Somebody seems to have gotten called away in the middle of cleaning this fireplace. They left nothing of note in their haste. The bed warmer hasn't been used in some time. A book of ghost tales. It's already 3. I'm spending too much time. Talk, the other crowd. Drawing room. Is this the same talk for the rest of the people? That was a ghost. Train toy. A small red train has been left here. This is a different talk. Okay, so I do want to attend. What is this about?
Well, this is more of a turnout than I was expecting. To those of you I haven't met, I'm Fia Callahan, and I'm here to talk to you all about the other crowd. Thank you all for coming. I hear a lot of you have come from far afield. So it seems only right that you should get to know this place, our home, a little better. We share this land with the other crowd, the Aishi, or people of the Mound. You'll have heard them called many things, no doubt. The good people, the weak folk, the fair folk. Some of you will know them by the F word, but we won't be saying that here. And what are they? Sure, I can't tell you what nobody knows. The church would tie themselves in knots, trying to bend the truths of the world to fit their narrative. They want you to believe, first of all, that the other crowd don't exist. Then, secondly, once you know they are real, the church wants you to think of them as angels, ones that never took a side in the battle of heaven. Cast down to earth, and not hell, for they're sitting on the fence. Now, I've never heard anything of this ilk from any reliable source, only holy salesmen. Other people confuse them for types of ghosts. And given how similar the Banshee and Fargurtha are to ghosts, I can forgive that.
Banshee. Huh.
But they are more than that. Some would say they are the land incarnate. Really, it's best to think of them as forces of nature. They are no more good or evil than a storm. But you'd also want to stay out of the path of a bad storm. All that said, it's easier to avoid a storm. There are signs and you get warning. Not so with the other folk. Best you can do is be polite and leave your offerings. And to avoid them altogether, best not to meddle in anything that might catch their eye. That's the main reason we don't call them by their name. Or, you know, do strange magic on their doorstep.
And these fairy...
Please, sir, don't call them that. I've given you many's an alternative that won't draw their eye to this place, which you don't want. Trust me there.
My apologies, madam. These other folk, they differ from the winged fairies of children's stories, right?
As much as you and I differ from a wild animal. Yes, all of Europe, probably further, has their own form of the good folk. Primordial forces of nature, all. As unknowable to us as a storm or wave. As I said, Catholic monks came and tainted history, tried to write them out of existence, and when that failed, they tried to write the fear out of them.
Write the fear out of them. What does this mean?
Writing them as friendly winged sprites. Friendly to children and all that. Stories are powerful ways to change a land and its power. It's why the church always folded in the rituals and beliefs of a place they came to. Like in our case, how Ostara became Easter, Yule became Christmas, and Samhain became All Souls' Day, when the blessing of the graves gets done. Ah, look, I've lost my train of thought with all your questions. Where was I? What else? Oh, yes, speaking of Samhain, masks. You all have costumes for the ball this evening, yes?
Why?
Ah, it is all good fancy. My outfit will amaze.
Well, yes. But also, no. Samhain is when the dead walk among us. You know this. Sure you're here for that, right? Well, when they leave, they don't always leave empty-handed. Some want to drag the living with them, jealous as they are. That's why we dress up as ghoulish figures, so they can't tell the difference between us and them and will leave us be. I can see some of your faces. Superstitious old bat, you're thinking. Maybe. It's certainly been said before. But just this 1 year, when you're pushing the barriers to their limits, you might do well to keep a superstition or two in your back pocket. Right, no more questions. I'm tired of trying to talk sense into you lot. Listen or don't, it's no skin off my nose.
I should close the mystery of who fought with Miss Dean. If I can form a hypothesis, I will learn something useful for my investigation.
But, okay, I need to... Telling me I need to focus on that then. The fight. So, Mr. Dupré, Mr. Omer, Mr. Toussaint, Mr. Skerritt, Dr. Callaghan, Mr. Coventry. Mr. Coventry, for example.
Mr. Ward, how are you?
Faye. Now, how do I ask you about the fight? I don't think I have a way of asking directly for that. And I asked you about the timetable. Nah. Have you spotted anything of note onto the schedule? The talks look interesting. Especially interesting hearing the Marquis talk about the building and its history. Then a spot of dinner at 7 before the fancy dress ball this evening. Must confess, I hope that doesn't run too late. Partying into the wee hours is behind me these days. As for tomorrow, I hope to make the doctor's talk at 3 p.m. And of course, I'm giving my own talk at 5 p.m. History of the region. And I am interested in attending the silent dinner at 8 p.m. How do I know? How do I get an alibi for you? I asked you about Evelyn Dean. Have you met Miss Dean? Not really, no. Every time I see her, she's exhausted from her day. I suppose this is an important event for her. Even though I don't know the woman, I can tell she's a big fish in this pond. I'm sure she'll find time for me by the time all this is over.
Good. And to you?
That doesn't help me, Ro, right? The fight... I must see what the guests were doing on Tuesday night. Bridge game, Tuesday evening. Okay, so I need to ask them about the bridge game, I think.
Mr. Ward.
That's my error, yeah. I hear there was a game of bridge the other night. There was. I had to dust off my skills a bit, but it was a fun little game altogether. May I ask who played? I may try to round up a game myself, so it would be good to know who plays. Ah, yes, well, myself, Miss Callaghan, Mrs. Darcy, Miss Barbosa, Miss Quinn, and Mrs. Lau were there. The Marquis Blake joined too. Oh, and the doctor stepped in for, I want to say, Mr. Skerritt, who dropped out for some reason at the last moment.
Good day. And to you?
What does that tell me? These people were playing bridge at the time Miss Dean was having her fight in the hedge maze. But cannot be Callaghan, Coventry, or Blake. Skerritt could have been. We pray to Toussaint Omer, Mr. Hunter, Mr. Bartley. Callaghan, can I ask you about the bridge game?
I'm glad that you were in attendance.
For Miss Barbossa's sake. It was good of you to provide her with that photograph.
What good are such things if we don't use them where they're needed? It only costs me a little time and some development materials. Compared to what it gets Miss Barbossa, it's nothing at all. Magic is born from the need for its practical applications, after all. What good is it if it's withheld?
Can you tell me anything about this, given I can only talk to you and Seannot? Your aunt thinks the seance could be dangerous. She doesn't think that, Mr. Ward. She knows it. They intend to unravel the order of the universe. Now, I am all for progress myself, but there is no scientific method, no rigorous testing. Just some good intentions and a lot of people to be caught in the crossfire if things go wrong. Bridge game. I hear there was a bridge game the other evening. Did you play? I did. Mrs. Darcy dragged me in on my own suggestion. Mr. Skerritt was meant to play, but he was preoccupied in the library and left them down a player on short notice. Did many attend? Enough for 2 tables. Miss Barbossa, Miss Queen and Mrs. Lau were there. Marquis Blake joined us too, as did Mr. Coventry.
I have to be on my...
Be well.
Toussaint, O'Meara, Dupré, Skerritt. O'Meara.
You again?
Bridge game. Did you attend the bridge game the other night? The bridge game? That was Tuesday? I did not. No, I was elsewhere, in my room, praying, I imagine. Yes, that would have been it. He has no alibi.
Don't let me keep you.
No alibi for you. Mr. Toussaint.
Hello again, Monsieur Ward. Can I help you?
Bridge game. You didn't happen to attend the bridge game on Tuesday evening. I did not. I'm not really one for socializing. Did you find anything more interesting to pass your time? You are probing. I have something you want, no? Information, perhaps? I suppose we are friends now that you have done me my wife. I suppose we are friends now that you have done me my favor, yes? The answer is a boring one. I sat the vent out. I found a pleasant nook in the northeast corridor and read. But you don't need me to trust me, monsieur, though it is the truth. The cook, Mademoiselle Murphy. I had asked her to bring me a sandwich that evening. She can attest to my whereabouts. I may as well also ask you about lucid dreaming. Can you tell me more about this lucid dreaming? Les rêves lucides. I have only a passing familiarity with the work of Marquis de Hervey de Saint-Denis. I had to research what I could in the library here to try it myself, and so far I have had little luck with it. Perhaps the record I am using isn't suitable, or my technique is otherwise flawed. We shall see. I am told Madame Lau is a psychologist. Perhaps she would know more. Or the doctor. This seems up his alley, no?
That's all.
Take care,
Mr. Dupré.
Hello again, my friend.
Bridge game. Did you attend Tuesday's bridge game? Almost. But the lovely Miss Mantovani offered me a reading. How could I refuse? So I skipped the game.
I've taken enough of your time.
Not at all, Mr. Ward. But I won't keep you.
Okay, we have Miss Mantovani here, but we also have Miss Callaghan. Let me analyze you at least. Unusual hair color. A stark streak of white runs through her otherwise red hair. Celtic cross necklace. Celtic cross, similar to many worn by Catholics in the country. Folk jewelry. She has a tan on her skin, as if she's spent time working outside. Patch-up clothing. Her clothes have seen many repairs. Okay, but I don't have anything immediate to ask you. I do want to ask you.
Signor Ward, we meet again.
Statement, Mr. Dupré. Mr. Dupré tells me you were kind enough to give him a reading on Tuesday. I do not know if it was a kindness, more an excuse to practice something familiar. But he is right, I read his cards for him. I hope the reading helps him find the spirit he's seeking.
That's all.
Of course. Take her.
And can you tell me anything about lucid dreaming?
Mr. Ward.
What can you tell me about lucid dreaming, Doctor? Funny you should say. I have a plan to try it here. I thought maybe it would help me understand these strange dreams. I have a record in my room that I borrowed from the drawing room towards that end, but I keep forgetting to ask the staff to bring a gramophone up to my room. They had a second suitable record there, I noticed. Should you wish to try it yourself? Oh, and you should use an anchor, something to focus on to ensure your dream is what you want it to be. A picture of a person if you want to summon your mental image of them into the dream, or a scent, or well, there are any number of things you could use, even a book on a topic could work. Maybe Miss Dean's journal would work? That's what started me on this course after all.
I have to be on my way.
Be well.
So, how are we here? Is Mantovani confirm it? Statement, Mr. Toussaint. I need to ask Miss Murphy. Mr. Skerritt is not here, so I need to find him too. So many things to do in this game every time. Wait, in the atrium I can get confirmation or not. Miss Murphy.
Sir.
Was Mr. Toussaint there? Did you bring food to Mr. Toussaint in the northeast corridor on Tuesday night while the bridge game was played? I did, sir. I remember the time as I was bringing the young master his supper then. Because of that, it was half cold by the time I got it to him. He didn't complain, bless him. I think he was happy he got to stay up a little later.
I'll leave you.
Oh.
So that's another one. I have to check Mr. Hunter, Mr. Barley, and Mr. Skerritt. I don't think I would have a way of checking Mr. Mayor. We're not here. Cloakroom. Haven't even been to the cloakroom. Oh, who are you? Mr. Skerritt, my man.
We meet again, Mr. Ward.
I have many things to ask you. First, bridge game. Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday night? Oh, I don't think so. On Tuesday? No, I was relaxing fireside in the library. Legacy. Dare I say, Mr. Skerritt, you must have built some legacy over the years. Well, a fellow at my stage always thinks that maybe he could do more. I am the last of my line, you see, an only child who has had the misfortune to outlive whatever distant relatives I once had. A lot of pressure then to make sure the name Skerritt carries on once my time comes. I think that is what really excites me about the seance. Everyone is so focused on hearing a ghost, any ghost, speak, whereas I am fascinated by who the ghost will be. To us, does not matter yet. We're not summoning a specific ghost, you see. We're going to reach out and grab the closest. And keep doing so until we find one who will talk to us. And that ghost then, tens, perhaps hundreds of years after their death, will suddenly be a star. We will all want to know their background, their life. In death, they will be famous forever. Entire teams will dig into their past, their death, their life. Books will be written on them, and their first words from beyond the grave will be immortalized. Now, that is a legacy worth dying for. This guy trying to die before the seance and become the ghost. Can you tell me anything about the Freemasons? Would you be a member of the Freemasons, Mr. Skerritt? Ah, well, that, I'm afraid, is not something I could speak on. Not to a man that himself is not, if you catch my meaning.
Good day. Good.
Can you tell me anything about the bridge game, Miss Joyce?
Hello, sir.
I understand there was a bridge game held on Tuesday. Yes, not that I know about it. I left some bottles and glasses out the night before and saw myself out. If they can flirt with the devil, they can pour their own drinks, I'm sure.
I'll be off.
God bless.
Yes, this way. Supply closet. And secret door. Contained within. But now we have the key to locker number 11. There it is. Jewelry box. A ring. I wonder how important this is to Miss Dean that she left it behind. Stylized ring. A man's ring with a crucifix and rose in its center. Letter. She received a threatening letter from Mr. Skerritt. I have brought my dagger. I hope you're ready for what comes next, Skerritt. I can also make out the number 451. It must have been written on the page atop this one. Ah, that's the number for Skerritt's box journal page. The missing pages from Miss Dean's journal. It seems like Miss Dean sacrificed her friendship with Miss Queen to gain access to some texts. Understandably, Miss Queen was not thrilled with this. Missing pages from Miss Dean's journal. Quarantine is attending the grand seance. I should have expected to see her here, of course, but she had kept such a low profile after our disagreement. I do regret it, of course. I should have been a more loyal friend, but I had to view that book while I could. I would say that the cost to entry was too high, but I would pay it again and again. I didn't think she cared so much for standing. I thought she'd understand, but my betrayal has clearly done more harm than anticipated. She barely acknowledged me, and when I called her name, she looked at me with such anger in her eyes. I may try again to mend things between us, but she's in her books like never before. I doubt I will get near her. And I have Mr. Skerritt's code. I need to go back to Mr. Skerritt's room then. So, Mr. Skerritt's room. I think that's probably the best option. I also have to open the box in Omer's room while he's away. I won't have time to do both now. Dagger. Samuel. A dagger. It looks more ceremonial than practical. Cards and note. Some tarot cards with a note. The cards I draw for you, Michael. Make of it what you will. E.D. 3 cards. One marked the Hanged Man, another the Ten of Pentacles, and finally the Death card. What do they mean? Something to ask Miss Mantovani, I guess. 356. I may have time to look inside. 1 to open it. 2 looks and then away. Yes. Yeah, he's still in the drawing room. Two minutes, only 2 minutes, because closing it is 1 minute more. In fact, I can only check 1 pages. It seems that in the past he has used something called Enochian magic to commune with something he believes to be an angel. His notes and tools here seem to be part of the rituals he's used to that end. Though he has also employed near-death experiences and other unwise methods to talk with this entity. I see ritual markings here with trapping circle and now if only I could summon it written next to them. Do I know where are you going to be after this, Mr. Omer? No, I don't know where you're going to be. I'm gonna have to close it and get away. I've just realized I don't need to find Mr. Barley. I can just summon him.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
I'm told there was a bridge game the other evening. Did I miss out on much? Yes, one of the bands that was run for the guests. As Marquis Blake was overseeing it himself, I took the opportunity to meet with the housekeeper and coordinate protests for the following day. I'm afraid I have little else to tell you as a result.
I need nothing else.
Certainly.
4 p.m. The bar opens. Don't do that, Mr. Finn.
Oh no, miss, I'm fine, thank you.
Please, Mrs. Joyce, I beg of you to listen.
Please now, Miss Mantovani, I said I'm fine.
But I do not need the cards to see how much you carry. You need rest.
I said I'll not hear it. I'd rather my joints suffer the cold than your corruption witch.
What is this corruption of yours? I simply see you need rest. Now, my room is big and grand. And a horror to clean, I am sure. You were there an hour on Friday. That is an hour best spent at rest. It is needed. And I am more than capable.
I? You mean to say that... Why would you? No one's ever... No. Idle hands make the...
He went away. Well, can you quickly explain that tarot?
Senor Ward.
The tarot drawing to me. What would you make of a reading made up of the Hanged Man, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Death cards? Let me see, 2 major arcana in one spread. There is a lot going on, perhaps turmoil in the recipient. First, the cards themselves. The Hanged Man. He represents sacrifice, new perspectives, higher learnings, this kind of thing. It is a card of great wisdom and personal growth. Death. Now, this can of course mean death, but rarely is this the case. It symbolizes more of a transformation or transition in life, a fork in the road of life, see? The Ten of Pentacles is for legacy and prosperity being passed down through generations. It is hard to comment on a spread not knowing the recipient or question all this, but a cold reading of this, I could take it to mean that somebody needs to make a sacrifice and undergo a transition to gain a new perspective. They do this and they may find something they seek, a form of enduring happiness perhaps. And are there other ways to read this? Of course, there are many ways to interpret the cards. Take an extreme for example. In a literal way, these cards could mean a person must undertake the ultimate sacrifice, death. A legacy might be created, then, through the nature of the death itself. Or maybe the Hanged Man returns here, and new learnings is left in their wake, which forms the legacy. Mind you, this is a shallow reading and only takes the face value of the cards into account, but shows how wide a range of interpretations there are, see?
That's all.
Of course.
Does all this not bore you?
Should it? It's fascinating, in a way. Lots of case studies, certainly.
Well, it's nothing like your usual sort of thing.
Oh, it's not all scientific, but... Look, you're talking to a woman with a shrine in her room. I'm not entirely clinical. Besides, look at you. Ivy, I said I would come with you. Do you expect me to regret it?
I suppose. I just thought, what with who things are?
You're always the first one to know when my tempers run short. Do you suppose I've managed to hide it from you, of all people? Besides, you know I would take any excuse to spend my time with you.
Oh, good grief. But you are always so sweet.
Oh, don't look away like that. Everything will be all right.
No, I just... Maybe it will. I don't know. Maybe. Hello, Mr. Ward. How are you?
Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday? Me? Oh, no, I was taking a nap. I think Victoria was there, though.
I'll let you be, miss.
Take care, Mr. Ward.
Hello? What brings you back?
Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday? I was. Didn't go too terribly either, though I was more there for the conversation than for the game. I don't attend many gatherings of this kind, so it seemed like a good way to meet some of the others. Did many attend? A few. It was the first time I met our host, Marquis Blake. Along with him was Dr. Callaghan and his own Fiat. There was also Miss Quinn, Anne Barbosa, Mrs. Darcy too, and just Mr. Coventry completed the set.
That's all, Mrs.
Farewell, Mr.
That's all I already knew. Okay, I need to pause for now, but I'll be back before you know it.